Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Build around the work, not the people. What does that mean?
It means that work is the foundation. Now, I want to give a caveat here. This is if you have a business, all right? If you are starting out, you can over-engineer your work architecture and it's meaningless. Go and sell jobs, go and get work, go and do things. Like this is for established, I don't want to say established, but businesses that are running, that are generating revenue, serving clients, they have actual people on their team. This is the point at which we're starting. So I just want to be clear. If you're going into startup mode and you're launching a new business, this is good to understand, but you don't need to overthink it. You just need to go and do sales, okay? So if you have too much stress, right? If you don't have enough time, if you're losing money and you don't know where it's at, this is for you. The foundation, the work is the foundation, okay? You have to build around the work and not the people. If you've built, this is true for business owners, the work is built around their life, what they do. All of the systems are built around how they think and what's in their head. And that's a problem because then hub spoke management, everything comes back to them. And that's why they're so stressed out,
Right?
Is because they were the foundation. No different than whenever they have a key employee, right? Or they have the person that's really good at managing projects, but they don't know anything about finance, right? And so they can't do any of the financial aspects of the project. And so the owner always comes in to do the finance aspect when really they need a project manager who knows how to read a budget and knows how to, make sure that the invoices are paid on time and, bills go out, they collect money. It would make the business more functionally sound if that were the case, but they've built around the person, not the work.
Right.
Right.
The way I've seen that in many places where there's somebody, and I hypothetically call her Wanda because I'm thinking of one that was named Wanda, who was a receptionist, but she was really good at shipping. She was an expert on that. She was one who did purchasing. So you start looking at everything she did, billing, purchasing, shipping, and all. So you have an org chart and you put Wanda's name on there. What's the function of Wanda's job? Billing, shipping, organization, No.
Yeah.
Those are some functions and Wanda does them, but you didn't design something where you have to find somebody in your Indeed ad who does all those things.
Yeah, that's what you call the unicorn role trap, right? Where you create a unicorn role that you can't fill.
Yeah, because
right?
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
And you need 5 people to fill that one role.
Right.
Right. And you would have been, and it's not that people can't fill multiple functions. If Wanda can do that, that's great. But you need to identify that these are separate functions.
Right.
And Wanda's in a unicorn role. And, we had an episode recently where we talk about waste. Wanda's context switching between 7 different functions in a given day. There's waste happening there. Although, Wanda can do it, doesn't mean that she's doing it great.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the unicorn role trap. But what I think when you build around people, you have this instinct of, something goes wrong, the project's stalling, things are falling through the cracks, and you blame the person. Mm-hmm. Oh, so-and-so's not doing their job. They keep failing. And the reality is, no, you built around the people. Your system's broken. You need to build around the work. And if you build around the work and you do have the processes, like you mentioned, you can point to the process rather than the person, right? Now, I'm not saying that people don't make mistakes. People aren't wrong. But if you've designed the system to where people play that big of a role, then that's part of the problem. And you're not always going to be able to combat that. You need people to be able to think critically and use judgment and knowledge and all that kind of stuff. But you need to build this system intentionally. So I think one last thing that I'll say there, when you build around the work, you actually have a deeper respect for people, which is a really core tenet of the Toyota way. And too many business owners I see, they love their people, right? But they don't set them up for success. And it comes in so many different flavors. But the reality is, when you build around the work, you are having way more respect for the people. And sometimes respect for the people means this person doesn't belong here because the work needs this, and we're holding this person back because they're really good at that and they're in this role, right? So there's a variety of ways to think about it, but at the baseline, you build around the work, not the people.
Right.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.